absolutely a little bit derailing here to see. We figured something was going up with it, but we finally do have an answer on it, man. This is crazy. Jordan Travis, West Palm native, Benjamin alum, and Jets 2024 draft pick has just announced that he's medically retiring. This is a guy who he was honored by the Palm Beach County Sports Commission Hall of Fame. Obviously, he had an incredible run at Florida State. That last season, the Noles were 11-0. They if not for him having his leg severely injured in that game against North Alabama, not only would they close out the season likely ACC champions, they would have had a chance to compete for the national championship. And I don't bring that up to, reopen any sore wounds for Noles fans, but more so just to shed light on what a great career and trajectory this guy was on. Was hoping he'd have a chance to play with the Jets. But, of course, that just was not in the cards there. So, again, 5th-round pick from last year, the Jets quarterback, again, out of Palm Beach County, Jordan Travis, medically retiring in his statement, saying, "I gave everything I had to the rehab process, but despite all my efforts, my leg never responded the way we hoped. After much prayer and consultation with the doctors, medical experts, and my agent, I've been medically advised to retire from the game I love so deeply." Hate to see that, but I know a guy like Jordan Travis, super smart, humble, and an amazing spirit. I know he's going to excel in whatever the heck he decides to do next. In fact, matter of fact, we have on Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike joining us, who you hear on the morning show 6 to 10 a.m. on a daily basis here on ESPN 106.3. Jordan Travis, if he knocked on our door right now, he might steal your Wednesday spot, Evan. I mean, that's how good the dude is.
Well, that's how good he is. That's how significant in Palm Beach County he is. That's how much now the pressure is on you to be the first interview with him. No big deal. Anyway, I'm just saying now that you're Mr. Good Morning America, now that you're up on Good Morning America this morning, which okay, I have a lot to get to. We have so much to talk about. The Jordan Travis thing, you're right to react the way you just did, because this is I feel almost a little bit ignorant in this regard, Theo. How many times did I bring him up on Unsportsmanlike last year, or with you, saying, what's the point of playing Rodgers? It's over and done with. Give Jordan Travis a couple of snaps, because maybe you got your guy and you don't have to worry about it in the draft. You don't have to go out there and get Justin Fields if you're the Jets. And obviously, I was very ignorant in making that statement, because I can't believe I'm saying this, at least based on the information I have, to the Jets' credit, they never publicized the severity of the injury, because that's not their information to publicize. So it's actually better that they're letting people like me and you just say, like, hey, give the 5'6" guy a shot. The reality is they probably would have if he was healthy, and it's so sad and tragic that he can't play football. And by the way, relitigating the Florida State season today is something that needs to be done, because I thought it was the right move to keep them out a couple of years ago. And I think my answer would have been different if Jordan Travis was healthy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I also sided with the decision that they made, because they clearly were not a team that were going to be able to compete with the big dogs in the college football playoff.
Without him.
And I think that's the key. That's the key here. I just don't like how whenever you make that point, Noles fans look at it as you trying to slander them or even slander the impact that he had there. I think he was exactly. It's a compliment to him. He was so singularly great, and he lifted the tide there in Tallahassee so much that they were not the same and were nowhere near what he brought them to. So yeah, it's a compliment.
In my 20 years, Theo, in my 20 years at hosting at ESPN West Palm, I got more hate from Noles fans than Canes or Gators, by far. Wasn't even close. Now, I did post game for University of Miami on the statewide network for 3 years, so I was definitely attached to them.
Okay.
I loved Tebow. I loved those not covering like in Gainesville, but covering from where we were with the insane amount of Gator alums, obviously in our backyard, 561 to 772, like kind of talking about those teams. So maybe I always had more of a Miami and Florida lean, but a guy like Jordan Travis comes around, as likable as could be, as kind as could be. He handwrites his retirement note today, which I thought was a classy move.
Loved it.
And it sucks. It sucks unless he's now going to be with you every week. No big deal.
That's what I'm about to say.
No pressure on you.
And I will be working on that. You know what? I will work every angle I can to, at the very least, get him on once or twice. We ingratiate him to the Theoretically Speaking fam. Maybe a second appearance on Good Morning America with some Jordan Travis tell-alls here on Theoretically Speaking, and we keep the train moving.